Vicky, okay, Zeus.
Yeah.
We were here and there's a Chelsea fan. One of us is called Hillary. Akasema, mimi nimemaliza na game zangu ngumu this year for 2024. I'm only looking forward to Jan 25th and play City. And once I win that game, the league is mine. Hakuwa ameona anything else. Hakuwa ameona Everton, hakuwa ameona Ipswich, hakuwa ameona Fulham. So Zeus, so my question is it the same thing the fans, is it the same thing that the players had also seen? As in these are simple games to be won.
Yeah.
So we really don't have to look forward to any difficult game. Out with the old guys, and now we're here. 2025.
Yeah,
This is the alternate channel, guys. Welcome back. It's been a long break, manze. I feel
more than a minute, bana.
Nisikia tuliongea ball mara ya mwisho June na huko.
Manze.
But a lot has happened in football, and just before we talk about football, flanked by my usual suspects on the left is
Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, come on, you Spurs. Guys who are losing every day.
Yeah.
On the right is Picasso.
Vicky, Arsenal as usual.
The team that is drawing 7 draws so far. Mnaka kama Juve, unbeaten but so many draws.
Artists.
I'm Carrier and we have a Liverpool fan over here. Bro, you can take it away for a minute and tell us who you are.
I'm Cristiano, Liverpool. 20-time champions incoming. Liverpool incoming. And we'll get the league wrapped up by March.
What?
Yes.
Easter. Unasema Easter?
By Easter, we'll be champions.
Like the famous words of Eric G. Ash Wednesday.
Nataka nani wapatie God of Honor? Arsenal ama nani?
Arsenal, I think watakuja earlier.
No. Game week 35 bana ndio nakuja.
35?
Yes.
So mtatupea God of Honor hapo plus Chelsea. Palace, I think those tunamaliza now season. Hizo ni God of Honor at least 3 or 4.
Wait, 35 is Arsenal,
36
Chelsea.
I think Spurs pick hapo around.
Tunabeba league.
Okay. Na amesema no, you see.
Tunabeba league.
You see, it's good.
Relax.
It's good that Cristiano is here, and we always want to have like different opinions on football, right? And leo miss na plan ya hii episode. Bro, there's so much football that has happened ever since we last had an episode. But let's talk about Liverpool. It's a package that the team is packaged in a way that none of us actually thought of it.
Yeah.
And hata si tulikuwa tunaenjoy slot tukisema venye manze anaka, you know with his pose, hands akimbo and all that stuff.
Walking meme.
And so Cristiano, tell us what has happened to Liverpool to become a very, very strong title contender, because you guys are going for the title.
Okay, personally I also expect to contend this season because tumekuwa na Klopp for 8 years, but Klopp has always been contending apart from ile season yake ya kwanza. Actually tumeona hiyo trajectory, tunaweza sema amefeed off from Klopp.
Yeah.
Klopp left him a very good side.
Yeah.
Kuna good youngsters
and the spine.
Masters pia wako, the spine is quality, the team is quality, but sikuwa na expect from him personally. Nilianza kuona documentary zake za Feyenoord akiwa huko. He did a good job, alishinda ligi huko. He won the league in I think 21-22.
Yeah. At Feyenoord.
Feyenoord. Peeping Ajax and PSV, which is not an easy thing in Netherlands. But akikama, I expected at least a top 4 finish from him in the first season. Considering we did not even make any major signing. We made 2 signings in Chiesa and Mamadashvili, but that one new the next season.
Yeah.
Lakini
Wote
Chiesa ni
wawili
signing kweli.
actually.
Chiesa ni kama alikuja kujoin wase huko kwa ward. But ameperform more than new signing wengi. 2 games, 1 assist. I cannot complain.
Yeah.
So naweza sema ni mse ako very tactically open-minded.
Yeah.
Ana approach kila game differently na yone kitu na appreciate na yeye. Alafu pia is a good communicator.
Yeah.
Yeye usema vitu vile ziko vile kumekuwa na issues sasa hizi tunajua ma contract ya the big 3. Ame handle fiti sana. So I think ni ile tu he got a good team, yes. It is not doing a good job. He's doing a very extraordinary job. Actually niliona start he was only beaten once in 50 games in 2024.
Yeah, he's actually lost to this last 2024 he lost to Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest only.
Yeah.
From Feyenoord plus Liverpool.
Yeah.
And 8 draws. So like ukiangalia hiyo stats vile wanasemanga mathematicians usema stats don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Si ati ni msana bahatisha.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. And I'm just excited, man. Mimi najua vile nimesema by March Easter tutakuwa tuna celebrate hapo tukiwa na number 20. Sasa hivi nimetoka hapo kwa fundi nishashona suit ya parade.
Kwani ni harusi.
Cristiano, let me you mentioned about contracts, right? Na saizi Don Perez ashawapatia 25 million ya Trent Alexander. Na mmesema hiyo deal amtaki. How did you get there? How did you get there at a point where Trent is leaving Liverpool and Salah looks like he's not going to be offered another contract?
Okay. Personally, I blame FSG. FSG joined Liverpool, acquired Liverpool in 2011, if I'm not wrong. Hiyo time tulikuwa under transition. That time Benitez had left. So even Kenny Dalglish was the one who had come back. He was a club legend, so he was just coming to sort things out for a short while. And in that period, he got to he won a Carling Cup, now the Carabao.
Yeah,
he was just stabilizing things. FSG were tight on budget and everything. They have a wage structure, which right now Liverpool is bigger than FSG.
Yeah,
but when you are the owner of something, you are the one who will
make the big decisions.
Right now we are bigger than FSG, but I believe the contract situation, I was reading some article from the Telegraph when Trent signed the 4-year extension in 2021. FSG apparently right at that age Trent was 20 years. For young players they were doing a contract of 5 years minimum.
Yeah.
Robertson signed at that time. They were Robertson, Trent, and there were 3 players. I think Naby Keita. 3 players signed at that time. And Keita is the only one who signed for 3 years because he was slightly older.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how Trent signed 4-year contracts. It may be his personal decision. Maybe he thought about it. Maybe he was like, let me do 4 years, then I will rethink after the 4 years done.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the people during that time signed 5 years.
Yeah.
But now here we are. I don't know what to expect. Personally, I'm a big fan. I've seen him from the first game he was coming on against Spurs in the league. Up to now, he has grown, and even this season he has improved defensively.
Yeah.
Some talent like that, they cannot be. You cannot buy in the market.
Yeah.
That is world-class talent. People have always been complaining about his defending. Currently, they are saying he's the best defender in the world just because Madrid are knocking. But I think, personally, about the contracts, I can say, I think Salah and Van Dijk will sign.
That's like a maximum of 1 year.
No, 2 years. It's like 1 year plus. Okay, the structure that FSG have with Salah's age and Van Dijk's age, they can't give them a long-term contract.
Yeah, you can't.
But those players, they have shown that they can play at the top level still, and they want a long contract. So I don't get why these people have delivered everything. We have won everything with these players.
Yeah.
Salah has been there. Van Dijk has always been there.
And Trent.
No, I'll get to Trent. I'm still on Virgil and Salah because they are more age. They are 30 plus.
Yeah.
So they usually don't give long. Okay, no club can give an old player such a long-term contract.
Yeah.
But I think these people have shown you. Van Dijk was 5 points off winning a Ballon d'Or against Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Why don't you give him whatever he wants? The guy has recovered from an ACL and he has still come back and found some gimmicks from some people who are pretending to be the best defenders in the world, and he's taken the chain back. So I think personally, I think Van Dijk and Salah will sign. I'm not sure about Trent, but from what I've been reading, I think he might sign. But I'm not sure. But Virgil and Salah, I think they'll sign.
There's no way FSG is renewing 3 contracts that are going to be 350k plus. All in the same window.
Oh,
you're stingy owners. Look at it this way. Al Nassr right now. Talisca has gone to Fenerbahce. Al Nassr have the firepower to get to Sama. Salah, you're a Muslim. You're an Arab. You come to Saudi, they love you. They tell him they're going to pay him 700k. They can do it easily. What can Liverpool offer?
That's why Salah is not in even for the money. You have heard Salah talking game after game, week after week.
No, at the end of the day,
Cristiano.
Everyone will be in it.
I think Salah. How much does Salah earn right now?
350 right now.
And I think for his new contract, he wants to get to 400.
No, he wanted actually 500. What FSG have offered? He wants to go for 50.
But he's on it.
He's on it. Right now, he's having his best season of his career.
Yeah.
Right now. And I'm on 350. Look at, give me 500. If you don't want, Saudi go to come with 700.
The first offer, they went with 370. Then the agent was like 500 or 450 maximum. But what I've heard lately from the Liverpool sources, it's 400. Salah apparently the money is not even the issue.
Yeah.
The issue Salah has currently is on the contract.
Yeah.
The years.
Yeah.
Because they are offering 1 year plus an extension of one.
An option of one.
But he wants 2 years plus an option of 1.
Okay.
That is the main issue around Salah right now. Salah is so committed to the club. He's always openly saying about it each and every other time.
Yeah.
So I think Salah mostly will sign, and Virgil apparently in the Liverpool X page, they recently removed their pinned tweet. There's currently no pinned tweet.
What was the pinned tweet?
The previous pinned tweet was when Virgil was signing the contract in 2021.
You have been it since 2021.
It was the Carabao when he won the Carabao last season against that billion pound squad. That was the pin tweet.
The super team.
Contenders.
Then it was removed.
Yeah.
Then they pinned the Virgins resigning the contract in 2021. Then it was removed.
Okay.
There's no pin tweet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Trent, but I'm very confident.
Trent, so just take the 25 million right now instead of just seeing him walk out in the summer for free. Because Don Perez goes after something, he gets it.
Okay, it's not even about Madrid here. Because they were saying if we renew his contract in maybe December or November, he was not talking to Madrid. Come on, we are all grown-ups. Obviously, he has been talking to Madrid since
For a long time. And the thing is, on your 25 Nakata, Trent is Don Perez just does something simple. You don't want to extend your Trent. I give you 10 million as a sign-on fee. Then I pay you 500k. That is the done.
Now, the club, the managers come in. Even Slot is not a manager, he's a head coach. So he does not even make decisions. But they can just consult him. He can say, no, I just still need... Trent has been out this season. And they were raving about Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley had a good game against Madrid.
Yeah.
And Conor Bradley is a good right back. He can slot in for Trent. But Trent is like a You see, when there are players who can win the match for you, even when you are playing badly.
Yeah.
Like the Arsenal game at Emirates, we were not playing badly. We were just off it somehow.
Yeah.
Trent pulled off a pass. Nunes passed it to Salah.
So it's a goal.
Got a point. Bradley cannot do that.
But anyways,
Because there's a pass Trent alipigia Salah game ya West Ham.
And that is what Madrid are looking for because Mbappe needs someone to be doing that.
Yes.
Mbappe will be making runs behind and
Yes.
Yeah.
now you look for the tunes or the
25.
the tunes.
25 million for Trent.
No, it is a 25 million.
25 million is like giving for is free.
Come on, he has 6 months left in your
On his
club. 25
contract.
million is a lot of money.
Is something.
What tells you
25
that?
million for someone who has 6 months left. 25 million for a person I can tell Nisawa, they don't want the money. Can we just talk? Don't sign with them. I'll give you 10 million sign on fee. I'll pay you 500,000.
Of course, we know
What's the
Madrid move.
difference?
We know how Madrid move.
Exactly.
In the last like 5 years, they have signed big players, all of them for free.
For free.
And Trent is another one coming.
Okay, that's why. But somehow people always tell me I'm very optimistic. But
Yeah.
You see,
it's you can read a lot. Even when he scored against West Ham, the celebration he did.
Like the one for Bellingham.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, he was celebrating. Then he did this.
Even though Bellingham did the same thing when he was at Dortmund.
Yeah.
When he was about to leave. You remember?
But everyone,
And Bellingham has become
everyone
Bellingham
knew.
is a super agent by then. In all this deal,
but
Bellingham is a
Everyone
super
knew-
agent.
everyone knew
The
Bellingham
funniest
was
thing
leaving
is-
Dortmund.
Yeah.
if it was a Madrid, if it was Perez right now, I go for double soup for Liverpool. We don't have a right wing at Madrid. We don't. Give Salah 3 years.
They can't buy a right winger. Madrid don't buy all the players.
But hey, Salah is not. Salah is a threat.
Nah, we can't get Salah. We can't get Salah for Madrid, bro.
We can.
Nah, we can't.
Why?
Perez can do that.
But it would be very unfortunate for Liverpool to lose Trent on a free.
It's going to be very unfortunate.
Just take the 25
Because of the Scousers. He's a real Scouser.
Madrid, tell Madrid no. You
30 million.
You see?
Yeah.
Go
No,
to
like we
45.
are just telling them this guy is not for sale.
Then you will walk for
The
free.
guy saying he's
You're going
not
to work
for
for
sale
free.
himself. He's trying to telling Madrid no. I want to stay.
That's why, if you have noticed, currently nowadays, Trent is not even on media duties and is the vice captain of the club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unajua,
They
deep
know.
down, Trent is looking.
FSG, they know.
He's looking at the squad. He's looking at the.
No,
he's
he's-
looking
let
at
me tell you.
everything on that squad. He's saying, "I want to win things, man." At Liverpool, I've been close to winning things.
Mhm.
For a player who has done everything
That's why-
to be close to winning things,
Mhm.
then he's a club that wins things.
Mhm.
They win them.
Okay.
They're telling you, "Come, we pay you better," and you come, we win.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like Madrid, even if you are a footballer and Madrid comes knocking. Even when you are a kid, when you are playing football,
Even Bukayo, we
you are
know.
dreaming of going to either Madrid or Barcelona.
Yeah.
Now Madrid are knocking,
Mm.
and you are in your boyhood club.
See, boy,
Apparently, he has already won everything.
I've won everything with you guys, so adios.
But then there is also an option of we are starting a new regime, under a new manager, under new tactics. And in the first season, it's already promising.
It's already
Yeah.
group as it plays. Unajua mlienda quadruple la season.
Quadruple, here we go.
Documentary hata sahi hamwezi uza.
Production ilisimama.
No, it's there. What I read, it's there. You just don't have a streaming site that is.
But even Arsenal, you have done documentaries, and we are not even talking
We never
about
won it. We never won anything, but it was as in of all or nothing that have been done. Yani unasumifanya vitu chochote. None sold more than ours. Ask yourself why.
Why? Tell me why.
Because you never won anything, but
It was nothing is nothing.
Let's move on from Liverpool, right? Let's talk about Spurs. So Spurs, Zeus, you have more information on Spurs than I have.
Yes.
But all I know is you guys are suffering, manze.
We've been suffering since he talked about FSG. As if he can live.
That Jew.
Yeah, that guy, that bald man. Hey.
Only Uncle Netanyahu.
Bana, Netanyahu can't. Hey, that guy, man. Sometimes I try to. And normally, when you're having arguments with people everywhere, people would like to tell me about the manager, the manager is not good enough. Like for example, Ange, he's so much under fire. He's too rigid. He's not adapting to different games. That is fine. But my point in Akwanga, let's look at the route at Tottenham. How many managers have Enik had ever since they came?
Mhm.
Najaribu kuargue, like I think the last time Mirari was here, when we were talking about the tradition of Big Four and then Big Six.
Yeah.
I told him to pull up the number of trophies won by all Premier League clubs. Yeah, the rankings. Spurs is at number 5. That is in spite of the fact that we've not won anything since 2008.
Okay.
We're still number 5. That means we have a rich heritage and a rich history before Enik came. Of all our trophies that we have in our cabinet, hata kama ni zile community shield nini,
Audi Cup.
Enik has only won 1. Hata tukiweka Audi Cup, hata tukiweka Audi Cup, that means Enik has won only 2 trophies.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of the fact that we are still number 5 of all time Premier League clubs. So, if you look at it clearly, if you look at it in-depth analysis, the problem has never been the manager. It's never the managers. The managers are always the scapegoats.
Yeah.
Our problem has always been our owners. Enik. Poor investments. I know everyone will be like, Simile spent 75 million on Solanke. Yeah, we didn't have a striker to start with. So if we spent 75 on Solanke,
that's fair.
Fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
But that was not even our main issue. We had issues with our defenders. We do not have a good enough depth when it comes to defense. Yeah. Okay, Draguzin is there. He's good cover. But Draguzin is not a player who is going to play week in, week out, week out. Yeah? We need a backup. Backup mwenye yako ni Davis. The guy has been at the club for 14 years. 14 years, yeah. He's been there.
Hey, Ben Davis.
Yeah, he's been there. And he's the guy you expect in 2025 atakuwa cover. No, man, you cannot be working like that.
It's crazy, man.
And you see, the cycle is always the same. Manager wa kwanza alikuwa the first decent manager Enik had was, what's his name? This old guy. Redknapp. Harry Redknapp comes into a club that is dysfunctional. You know, a previous owner, Lord Sugar, ilikuwa imefika mahali, it's too toxic, he had to sell. He sold to Enik. Enik comes in, Redknapp comes in, he builds a squad for Enik.
Yeah.
And then inafika mahali where we actually qualified for the UCL for the very first time in our history. And then Redknapp is like, hey, mimi nime-exhaust this squad yenye niko nayo. I need a new team, man. What do these guys do? Instead of giving him a new team, they fire him. And then they bring in another manager and then be like, this squad yenye iko ni kali hata ili qualify UCL. Hey, tumeenda cycle ya managers bana. Hey, VBs, tumeleta sijui kina, what was this Spanish guy?
Kina Nuno.
Hata Nuno. Before Nuno.
Jose.
We had, wacha Jose. This was like phase 2.
Yeah.
This was like phase 2. After Redknapp, tulikuja managers akina AVB. Wande Ramos. Wande Ramos is the guy who, mwenye alipata squad ya Redknapp pia yenye ilikuwa a bit decent.
Yeah.
Redknapp had built a team.
Yeah.
And then he was fired and then Ramos was told, cheza na yeye. Wande Ramos came in, win the Carabao Cup, but the team is already dead. So what, he can do nothing with the team, yeah?
Yeah.
And then they bring akina Teddy Sheringham, akina, yani, a lot of cycling of managers. Squad yenye Redknapp alikuwa ameunda, Bale left, Modric left, team ikadedi. And then bringing in new managers, and then they finally land on Pochettino. Pochettino comes in, finds us an aging squad, and then he's like, no, I'm not working with these guys. Kina Vlad Chilches.
Yeah.
Brad Friedel. And then the guy is like, me, I'm not working with them. And so the club is like, okay, juu nataka kuanza mpya, si tutakupea players young.
So what phase is this? This is like phase 4 now.
Sasa ati phase 4 tuko phase 26 bro. Unaona? Team red na tumeisha, sindio? Wameuza all the stuff. And it's well. So they are like, we have a new manager here who can build us something. What comes in? Hiyo phase yenye ilikuwa hapo, epic failure.
Epic failure.
At least tuko na Carabao.
Kocha alipiga signing saba ama ni nani?
Senior is the bail money. That was before Poch, man.
Signing bro.
Signings za kipuzi tu. So the moment Poch comes in, he builds a squad. Anasema mimi I'm doing away with the old team. Akina Dawson, I'm doing away with them. He comes in, builds a squad, bring in Skina Hurricane, bring in Skina Eriksen, changes the position of Akina Musa Dembele, and he builds a team. This team chases. It comes close, tukamaliza number 2. Sindo?
Yeah.
Hiyo season ya Leicester.
Yetu tulimaliza number 3. Tulimaliza number 3, sindo? And then we finished second. Yeah? And then Poch is like, hey, he scored yenye niko na. That is like 4 years after he started this plan. That is 4 years into his plan.
Yeah.
The guy is like, after 4 years, he's like, hey, hii squad yangu imeanza kuzeeka. I need new players. What does Enik do? They don't even fire him. They go a whole year without signing a single player. And this guy is at their door telling them, hey, team niko nao iko sawa, but I need that extra push. Hata tukusaini, tumia hiyo squad yenye uko nayo. The players they sign, Pochettino goes and finds Akina Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Wijnaldum can help us. Wijnaldum even comes to Spurs. This guy, they are told by Newcastle, we want 35M. Nah, he's too expensive. We're not going to spend that money. They go bring in Akina Nabil Bentala, people who are not even going to help us. And that is the way Enik has been running the club.
Yeah.
They sign some players. The guy, Poch, knows Mane from Southampton. He tells them, I need a winger. Okay, you manipulate a Son. I can work with Son, but Son can't do it alone. I need another player. I know this player from Southampton. His name is Mane.
Yeah.
I need Mane. And then they're like, no, we're not going to bring you Mane. We're going to bring you Clinton Njie because it's cheaper. Mane goes to Liverpool. Liverpool will fuck all because of him.
Yeah.
And that is how it's been. Fine. Managers have their own problems. I'm never going to managers have their own problems. But at Spurs, the problem is never the managers.
The problem
starts and ends with Daniel Levy. He says, oh, nimesign. What wananiambianga? He spent 120M on what? Tulipiga Liverpool 4-1 with Pochettino. And then Klopp was like, nah, man. I need new players. We beat you 4-1, and that was the change for Liverpool. They go get Van Dijk for 70M. Sisi tuna spend 120 on 7 players who are not even helping us, man. Who are not even helping us.
Hey.
Priorities.
Van Dijk was a Jan signing.
Jan signing, 70 million. Now signing, ilikuwa because we hooked them 4-1.
Hey.
Tunaacha for 4-1.
Alikuwa hooked.
Half time.
Lovren anapiga Son hivi pass. Kufanya kile unataka.
So you see, that's the difference between other teams and Spurs. And it's not that Spurs don't have money. Spurs have always been the top 10 richest club in the world.
Yeah.
They've always been there. So the finances are there.
Every weekend I'm gonna concert for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, man.
You know the worst part is when the stadium was built. When the stadium was built, Enik promised that all the money that is going to be now they were like, this is a game changer. If Enik is going to have money, and then all of a sudden, instead of signing players that are going to make the team competitive, they're building new hotels. So you see, as much as watu wanatakanga ni bash managers, fine, managers have their own faults. Managers have their own faults, yeah? But at the end of the day, the biggest problem at the club, it's not the managers, it's never the managers. Managers wanakuanga fired because, for example, right now, it's so hostile against the Levy. You know what Levy is going to do? He's going to fire Hans and bring in other managers.
Yeah.
Sababu anakuanga egotistical. He doesn't want to be the one. Hatakangi blame it all on him, but it's always been on him. Right now, Son has been twice. Son on the media ameongea kuhusu there are too many games, and the club needs to look at it. What is Son saying? Hasemi ati game ni mingi ati sasa hatutacheza. No, he's saying personnel ni wachache. Personnel ni wachache. Hakuna vile. In 2024, game inaisha na wana na Reguilon on the LHS.
That's crazy.
It's impossible, man.
That's crazy. Reguilon kwanza.
Say Reguilon kwanza. 2025.
I imagine Jet Spencer center back.
Jet Spencer center back. Unajua Okay, and just his fault sababu sometimes game ka hiyo you can say okay, let me bring on Dorrington, he's an academy prospect, let me bring him in for the second half and maybe let's see if he can do it. Okay, Ange has hiyo ni fault yake. He could have brought on an actual center back and give him maybe some minutes ili hata tukipigwa tuseme huyu jamaa hana experience, but at least he was a center back.
Right, but I say we can't really blame Ange for that side. Now second half you actually played.
Yeah, we played, but you see,
like a team that
but you see now Ange sasa ameenda to the limit, kale line kadogo, he's pulled all the strings. Imebaki sasa hana choice.
He squeezed all the juice.
Yeah, people will blame Ange for being too rigid, but his system has already proven to be working. His system works. Your highline yake wewe ina work. Your kupress mingo ina work. All he needs is backing from the team, and they're not. So at the end of the day, I will say the managers have their faults, but before nifike kwa manager, at the end of the day, our biggest problem is always be Any can Levy.
Oh yeah, so
the Ange always wins in his second season.
He will.
This is the season.
Europa.
This is the season. So what's gonna happen? That's gonna happen. Nimesikia Spurs na nimesikia Liverpool. Wenyewe watu wako na mashida. People have problems. So we'll go on a break. We come back, we talk about Arsenal, we talk about City and Chelsea.
Okay, we can do that.
All right. Alright, tumesikiza mashida za Spurs hapa. These guys have so many problems, man. I never knew Spurs had faces.
We don't have many problems. It's only one. It's only one.
But
I've
just discovered that you have a face. Kumbe hii face ya Arsenal, you guys, it's a London thing. It's a London thing. Anyway, Vicky, tell us what's happening to your Arsenal team. You guys have 7 draws now.
It's like Adito already picked. We cannot pick anymore.
I said that.
I'm starting to accept.
I said that, man. And you bashed me for it.
I'm coming to
accept that
part where Ateta picked. His pick was last season. He's not picking anymore. The only thing left for him is not just the league, just trophies.
I am winning.
Just trophies. You have an FA Cup, you have a Carabao Cup. I don't care. Win one of those two. Because just imagine. Nimekuwa na face. Anyways, if Anna even wins, Banda tunapiga club, but that is not the issue. Because honestly speaking, I'm looking at my squad yesterday. I'm looking at my bench. I have a sick Odegaard and Martinelli as the only people who can make any change. You look at the starting 11, you have Partey at right back. Right now tunategemea Jesus, bao zake zitaisha fair. You know Jesus has only January to score. By the time he gets to Feb, Jesus is gone. That will not unajua. Paul Pachake na kuaga keno tunaenda kusaini. So, my club is at a crossroad, and this is where the crossroad is. If Ateta is serious, spend in January. Don't give me a fuck about it. This is what I want in the summer. I've been targeting this and that in the summer. How many times have we told you targeting people in the summer? January last year, what was the only target we have been told about the summer? Striker. Who do we sign?
Carafiori.
Merino.
I don't blame selling Calafiori because look at the crisis right now. If we don't have Calafiori, we still have a crisis. That was not a bad signing. We had money to sign more players. Signing Calafiori, hiyo mimi kidogo. The only thing that has shown me beyond Zinchenko is physical Lewis Kelly. I've seen Kelly can actually play. So Calafiori I have no issue with. Thing is, we had more money to sign. We did not sign wrong. We just did not sign everything we wanted to sign.
What can you say about that transfer window?
It was a 5 out of 10. The window could have been an 8 with a striker, a proper striker. But here we are. Do we even sign winners?
Yes, Sterling. And you haven't seen the best out of him yet. He promised you that, man. Give him time.
When you're talking about
No, he's not the same thing, but Sterling is a winger.
No, you asked a question, so he answered.
So, Sterling was like, we are wasting how much? Is it 130 already? Don't be better to waste. And then we put ourselves in a position whereby we have signed 2 players on loan who do not play. Like, we're in a position where we cannot even sign anyone else on loan from an EPL club.
Yeah.
No, you say to better to acquire Rashidi. Yeah, he's better than anything.
Yani kwani uko kwenye ni rehab? Mnataka tu reject what?
It's not a fire, it's able to reduce you.
Rebound
My body does not want to actually go. Body icona as if you're ambitious enough. Right now, and as Sporting, them Man United went to Sporting, they tempted their coach. Did they get it?
Yes.
They did. A serious club, go to Sporting, tell them, we were encouraged from January side. Huyo kuna lakini kuna hapana. He's a mid-table player.
You think?
Yeah. To me, he's a mid-table player.
Kunya can elevate your front line.
Towards.
Kunya can create, you can score.
Jesus was doing that.
Jesus does that for 1 month, then he dips. As you have just said.
You just said it.
So,
Kunya's last season,
that
that was his first season in the league. That is his adaptation season. This is his second season. He's already on 10 goals and 5 assists.
It can be his mid-season too. Who knows?
But have you tried him? He's Brazilian.
I prefer go to Eiko. Unajua tu utara championship sana. A championship si rahisi.
So Victor, just tell us what's the problem with Arsenal?
Currently,
Yeah,
it is not about injuries because you have to adapt. Injuries is to be an excuse. I feel like our manager right now has become too stubborn, too rigid, I don't know.
He has picked.
After you pick the only places, because I was looking at yesterday's game. After the first goal, I'm watching the game. I'm like, where do we get our second goal? I can't really tell.
But yesterday's team, the team was too lean.
Naangalia tu team hivi niko like, then Odegaard comes from the bench, is like he's still in the toilet. He's not doing it. Maybe Odegaard anapigiwa passes zingine. He can't control the ball. Did you watch Odegaard kill you when he got there?
Yeah.
It's like it's better off on the cartoon. The one player you want to make a difference is not making a difference. So, looking at it, next we have Newcastle with their thirds. You think we survive,
but I think you have a problem on the wings.
Yeah.
Because over time in Liverpool, we have had Mane and Salah have been our main goal scorers.
Yes.
Okay, Firmino was chipping in when need be, and he was also a good.
Firmino link up with Mane and
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Saka has showed us over time. He can do the numbers. He can do everything.
But who else?
Martinelli does not do it. Jesus cannot do it.
Trossard can do it.
So maybe if you get a winger, then you can rotate this Martinelli, Trossard guy, and Jesus on the 9. So you can be good to go. Because defensively, you are very sound.
Yeah, defensively we are okay, but we've been conceding just 4 goals. After last season, after the previous game versus Brighton, out of the Blues.
That's what I'm saying. Of course, that one you cannot avoid. Every team eventually will be scored. But will you score? That's the question.
We scored 1 goal yesterday. After that, just 1 goal. We can watch 2 games to Chelsea. I'm like, where does the second goal come from?
But it was a very boring game.
You look at the game, literally in the second half, it was all about Brighton.
Yeah.
So on a day that Partey plays in the middle and Timber is on the right and Kai Havertz is a striker, how will that game pan out?
We'll watch it with Newcastle. You'll see. It will be an easier game.
Yeah.
I always tell you one.
So the problem is not the team. So clearly what you're saying, if it's going to be easier when these guys are back, then the problem is not the team. The problem is we have players who are missing. So when they get back, the team gets back.
Yeah, but
so you cannot say that Arteta has peaked when he doesn't have his best.
But strangely enough, before we went for a break, you guys told us that when Odegaard comes back, you're going to be better. He came back. He didn't really improve.
He did.
In the
not
one,
really.
1, 2
when
games.
Odegaard was back with everyone on the pitch. No, it's not about.
So you cannot bring back Odegaard, then unapeleka Partey right back. Lafu Timber yuko.
Some part of that game here, as much as when Odegaard plays with the whole team, how do you perform?
You do well.
Exactly. So,
But the manager should also adapt with the players that you have.
no. Then from there right now, because at the end of the day, we know the earliest Bukayo can come back is when in March. Then when I return to the scheme, so what do? The manager now needs to force his hand to the ball. This is the squad I have. Attacking wise, I am very short. What can we do? Don't tell me we are targeting players in
The summer.
the summer. That
But
does not work.
also the board will say, I've seen you 5 years, you have not won anything.
He has won something. I tell you something.
That one was Emery's team. But he also claimed the community shields. I'll give him that.
No.
He claimed the two shields.
Up and down, you people use a flawed. Unai had the same team in the final versus the same team.
And flopped.
Forward.
That was a different final.
No, at the end of the day, you face the same exact team with the same exact.
That team had Hazard. Hazard was no longer there. Hazard was the main man in that team and he was no longer there.
Actually, Hazard destroyed you in Baku.
I'm not saying it was the same team.
Can I tell you something?
It was not the same
Can
team.
I tell you something? That Chelsea team, Hazard really played until they got to the final.
And what did he
True or
do in the
not?
final? That's true.
True or not?
That's
so.
true.
You're not telling me that team ilikuwa ina perform tulipata nao league you destroy.
No.
So in a final, you're telling me Arteta won a trophy with Unai's team.
Yes.
Unai had that team in a final. Did he win shit?
It was not the same team.
It was.
It was not the same team.
No, Chelsea.
You cannot
no
say
Hazard,
who is their
no
best
Hazard,
player
no
currently at
Hazard,
Arsenal.
No Hazard. Right now, since Bukayo.
And you can see the way he's out. You're not playing the same way you're playing.
Now, can I tell you something? When we won that FA Cup, Bukayo never played any game.
Bukayo was a kid. He was playing left back at that
But
time.
he never played any game. In the after running UFA had the semi-final versus Man City, Bukayo never played 1 minute of football.
No, you're not
By
getting
the
my
way,
point.
that is not the point. That is not
The point is the
Please.
board cannot trust you, yet you have not showed us that we can trust you.
No, they can trust him because if they never trust
Okay, let me tell you,
him,
because I'm saying when we have been on transition, Klopp arrived in 2016 October. 2016 October, Brendan Rodgers was just finished second in the league. He had just bottled the league the previous year.
Yeah, Gerard Bale.
That was not necessary, but Rodgers had just, we were playing with Joe Allen in the midfield.
I can't remember.
And this other guy, Jay Spearing. Those were the guys who were in the midfield and Mamadou Sakho at the back. Klopp made it to the final. You know that first season Klopp lost 2 finals.
I went to what is it
Carabao.
called? Europa.
He lost both finals.
Sevilla did things to
In the next season, Klopp told the board, I just need 2 or 3 players. The board told him, we can only get you 1.
Who did you get? Goalkeeper first. Yeah?
No, we didn't get a goal. The goalkeeper
so
still.
later.
No, that was even later. The second season, he was given money.
And Ronaldo.
That was now the money and Ronaldo of that season.
This is the next after Newcastle was relegated the season club teams.
Yeah, that season. Now we got him because FSG are opportunistic owners. They see, these ones have relegated. When Ronaldo would have come at 60 million.
And that is expensive.
But they know kama bado Newcastle ingekuwa kwa league ingekuwa more expensive. So at 35, let's just take it. Then the following season akaingia top 4. So actually unaweza ona this other season, see the other alichukua kiwa number 12. He finished 8th. Then akaingia top 4. Then again the other season akaingia tena top 4 with another final loss. Of course, Arteta, has he ever gotten to any final?
Yes, and won it.
That does not count. It does not count.
It's Arteta in a final. Your first team has gotten to a final. Yes, and he has won it. The only one he has.
Okay, that's I'm trying to say the board will not give him that money because he can want to do the signing.
So akifika final ya nini apewe doa.
Yeah, Carabao. Hapo ako just you can show us that even if you cannot win, you can make it to a final.
But it's not about a final. It's about I've chased a maniac of a manager who is paid for 2 seasons.
Nobody cares. We have been there. Nobody cares. Nobody cares even if you finish second.
No,
Let me tell you, we want
It's not
Let me tell you You honor the
now,
American.
right
Let
now,
me tell you.
right now, if
We
you
have
ask,
similarities.
what is needed as Arsenal, actually what is on to me. Everyone accuses the one thing. What does Arsenal need? What is the one common answer?
The one thing we've been saying since the start of the season, a
What is
striker.
the common answer everyone says?
A striker.
Exactly.
You
But
need a
wait,
striker
you
in
need a
August,
winger.
you didn't get him.
Even last
We
year.
need- not
You
even-
need- you
we
needed
need a
him.
forward.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah.
Like 2 forwards. A proper striker and a left winger. Was Martinelli Brad.
Finished at 23.
I need a game changer. Does Martinelli give you those vibes of game changing?
Nope.
It doesn't.
No, he doesn't. And I think this is the problem. I think sometimes, like yesterday I was saying on the show, Fanzone, you have to differentiate between being a club fan and being a club supporter. When you're a club supporter, you will call out all the nonsense that is happening at the club. Martinelli is poorly coached. That's a fact. He's poorly coached. You cannot have the same style of play, Zeus, over and over and over again, and you're a young boy. He's poorly coached. So I think it gets to a point where you decide, okay, fine. I know this guy, he came to the academy, Haaland, when he was how many years old. Cut your losses.
Yes.
Cut your losses. Get someone else who can actually take on players, bang goals, and influence the game. Because you look at the trajectory of Martinelli and Saka, they were worlds apart, yet they were the same growing up.
They were the same growing up.
Let's say, for example, you take Miles Lewis Kelly and Waneri.
They're at par.
They're at par. Probably give it like 2 years. Waneri is at Barcelona, and Lewis Kelly is being benched by Zinchenko at Arsenal. It really makes no sense. You get?
You know the funniest thing is, earlier on, Martinelli had more potential. He had
Than
a
Saka.
Yeah, he had a higher ceiling.
Then you wonder, bruh, coaching gani unaendaga every time you want to go to the byline. Every time you want to go to the byline.
Every time you're looking down.
Every time to the byline. You know, the ability to cut in, he doesn't have it.
Na ni byline kugonga mpira kusonga.
It's football IQ. He just lacks the football IQ.
Brazilian Brennan Johnson.
No, but he came to London when he was too young. So angeka Rio kidogo. Maybe akuja London akiwa 20 years.
Maybe.
Ashapata joga bonito properly. You know.
Maybe we wasted a huge chance on Modric. Who knows? Who knows? Modric maybe was the answer for us, but bygones are
Bygones are bygones.
bygones. Right now is reevaluate what is available in the market.
So Vicky, have you considered the title to Cristiano?
No, simamwambia fixtures zake. Simamwambia unamalizia sisi.
So you're still winning the league.
Still a title goal. I'm not like Chelsea fans who want to be humble, but deep down they wanted.
Talk about Arsenal. We'll get to Chelsea.
Hata tuafika run nimekumbuka we'll get there. So for me, I'm not counting myself out yet.
Okay.
I'm still in there. Games in hand are not points on the
Table.
yeah. So leo, anyways, leo hata siwezi. Kuna team siwezi tegemea. Wewe hata sana. Piga hata sana.
Cristiano.
Yeah.
Let me. Okay, moving on from Arsenal. We were watching football from August to November, and Maresca was blowing away teams. Right?
Yeah.
He went to Noah. Do you know how much Noah is? Do you know the club value of Noah? It's 6 million.
Bruh. Chelsea
is 1.2 billion.
That every other team,
Combined.
every other team in the conference league, Chelsea is more expensive.
So Chelsea, they went to the conference. Fair enough. We expect them to win the league, to win it
If they don't,
unbeaten.
that is the
Right?
They are not losing any game.
They come to the Premier League. They are blowing away teams they're supposed to blow away, but losing to teams that they're supposed to lose to, right? And they say that, hey guys, Sisi your title contenders.
Just want 3 points.
We just want 3 points.
Even players say we don't look at the table.
We don't look at the table.
This is a title race.
Do you think those words got to the players?
Yeah.
And now the performances are telling.
Yeah.
No, I can say
No, it starts with the manager.
Okay.
The manager himself. The moment your manager tells you, tunacheza fiti, but you're not in the title race, they're better teams. You see, like,
Vicky, just do you think this is what you know? These guys they go for media training. How you're trained to speak to the media? Because UK media they misconstrue words and they take them out of context just to sell newspapers and clickbaits and all that stuff. Do you think for Chelsea was how they were told, don't let it get to your heads yet? Just when you are asked whether you're in a title race, ni semeni hata tuangalie your table. So do you think it is a training that had been told, ama it's the manager who's saying, you guys just win your games and let's see how it's gonna be?
I think it starts from the manager.
Yeah.
Because as a player, of course, Chelsea, they have many players, but most of them are young. They are a young crop.
Yeah.
So the mentality also is not there. But your manager is also saying, we're not in the race.
Yeah.
But people like Palmer, of course, has only told at City.
Yeah.
But he was on the fringes, he was not playing.
Yeah.
Now he was like, okay, let's just go game by game. Let's see what will happen. But then also not Chelsea. Chelsea always have a bad December and a bad January.
Yeah.
So they were saying, and the fixture list around that time, they really had favorable fixtures. So they were hoping, they were clinging on to hope that they can win these matches. And by the end of January, when they're going to Etihad on the 25th,
yeah,
they will be in and around there.
Yeah.
But I think it goes to the player's head.
Yeah.
It's because you cannot be. Most of the games that they have drawn, the Fulham game, they dominated the whole of the first half.
Yep. They were beaten.
They were beaten by Fulham.
They drew to Everton.
Not even Everton, but that Everton game.
Yeah.
They were supposed to win that game and go on Christmas.
Yeah. And now they go low for the title.
I think the mentality to just got to them.
Yeah.
And they were like, now when teams attack them, they play with that fear of, hey, if we lose this game, if we draw, the race anymore.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a mentality thing that got to them because they have a good group of players.
Yeah.
And they have been doing well. Even players like Palmer, they are not even registered for the Conference League.
Yeah.
He only does one game a week.
Yeah.
So you cannot say that it's fatigue or anything.
It's not even fatigue, it's mentality.
And I think Maresca has become rigid in some way because he used to be very proactive doing substitutions. Nowadays, he does not even make changes. He only removes Jackson, Ponkunku, and it's done.
Jana you brought Maguire.
Hey, and it was done. Jackson forgive and it's done.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Palmer's been doing it, but Palmer's been off it for some while.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is my star player. I
cannot hook him.
I cannot hook him. A good manager, if you are bad,
you're bad.
Game next. Joao, go try it.
So Zeus.
But also to his defense,
Yeah.
the Joao guy and what's this other guy, Nkung,
Yeah.
they started this other game that Chelsea they lost to.
They lost to Ipswich.
You can say Felix has been complaining of game time. You're given game time, you don't perform.
Yeah.
Now the manager has the right, he can say, I gave you the
I gave
chance
you-
and you don't perform.
I started you.
And not just against any team, it's
Yeah.
small teams.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at Leicester last season. Up to January, you know Leicester had almost a 15 points gap
Yeah, in the championship.
between themselves and number 2.
Yeah.
But towards the end of the season, Leicester had to scrap to finish ahead of Ipswich.
Yeah.
Ilifika mahali kwanza January Feb. Form ya Leicester ili deep. There's this in a team deep form. Ni kama uko like in Spain second league unacheza Racing Santander. Ilikuwa mbele hivyo imedeform. Nakwambia hata nyinyi football shit happens in football. Shit happens in football. But for you, I see a shadow of the corona season.
By the time Corona was coming, we were only 25 points clear.
But it's the corona season. So,
If you're saying it's the Corona season,
but
it's the same
anyways,
season
I
that
still
Arteta won the
feel
FA.
whatever is happening with Chelsea is still also a mental block for the manager himself. Manager pia amefika mahali anaona I was here last season and shit
Shit
was
happened.
Kwani amepick in 5 months? Vicky, okay, Zeus.
Yeah.
We were here and there's a Chelsea fan. One of us is called Hillary. Akasema, mimi nimemaliza na game zangu ngumu this year for 2024. I'm only looking forward to Jan 25th and play City. And once I win that game, the league is mine. hakuwa ameona anything else. Hakuwa ameona Everton, hakuwa ameona Ipswich, hakuwa ameona Fulham. So Zeus, so my question is it the same thing the fans, is it the same thing that the players had also seen? As in, these are simple games to be won.
Yeah.
So we really don't have to look forward to any difficult game.
Yeah, it has to be, man.
Yeah.
But I actually really hate that comment ya Maresca.
Yeah.
That we are not in the. Kwani, do you really believe someone at Madueki? I don't even look at the table. How? Bro, say the table iko kila mahali.
Yeah.
Niko namba fulani
At a distance.
ukienda kucheza hii game tunaenda hapa. Unajua kuna ile
That will actually.
Yeah.
People don't like to consider how much mental blocks zenye unajiwekea zinakuwa affecting.
Yeah.
Hiyo mentality ya we are not even in the even the territory say in the territory. Acha kusema sijui it's one game at a time. No, it's one game at a time, fine. If you're not in the territory, what's the point of winning then?
Exactly.
Basi uende ukose kucheza vizuri.
Yeah.
See, Chelsea wao wanajikula.
So what was ile tulikuwa nifesha na Chelsea ni you're saying you're not a contender, right? And you're not in the race. Yet you're second in the league. So you wonder who is actually a contender in the title race in your second.
You're number 2. You are 1 point away. When they were facing Everton, they win that game. Hata walikuwa wanatuambia tunashinda hiki mtu wa Liverpool, but sisi hatuko kwa race.
Ndio kwa race.
Liverpool kufanya.
So you want to Everton to go above.
They want to avoid the relegation that fast.
No, they wanted to stay humble. Rana ile kujiforce kuwa humble, ndio mkio to do things collect. Atakuwa race but tumebeba. The same thing I asked Hillary here. The same thing Jimmy Carragher. No. Carragher aliwaambia you cannot come. For you nilimuuliza swali simple. Nikamwambia Liverpool, do they have a new manager? But they say the manager found a spine, found a squad. So your manager found a 1.2 billion squad. Whereby mnaenda mnacheza di Carabao mnatuambia ni game gani ile na team C? Unasema wako na kikosi. Wale na team C. Unaongea tuonyesha mimi kufunga mabao kutulia.
Yeah. Angalieni table.
Kwa decision na hizi ya Blacks.
Ndio maana mimi sometimes I respect my manager.
Yeah.
He knows team yake iko chini lakini anawaambia nyinyi ndani. Alisema in my second season I always
win.
Yeah.
Na haja change. Jamaa amepigwa game 4. Anauliza you said you always win. Kwani ulikuwa unataka nidanganye? I always do.
Yeah.
Lazima uwe na kiburi. Hiyo hata ina reflect kwa saizi ndio maana hata players wanambaka. Wanaambia board we huyu jamaa na winning ni second season back in January.
Unamkosemi.
Tukosemi kikombe je alisema in second season he always wins.
Na Europa ni either nyinyi ama Lazio.
So unaona to a point where hata team players Kulusevski yako kwa media akisema hizi game ni mingi board angalia.
Yeah.
Captain ako hapo hizi game ni mingi board angalia because they have that belief.
Yeah.
It all stems from the manager. Lakini sasa angesema nilidanganya I don't win things. Unafikiri sasa tungekuwa
yeah. So Zeus, to close this session, we can't fail to talk about City. They've been on a proper slump. But the funny thing is most likely before they play Chelsea on the 25th, Chelsea might be out of top 4.
Yeah.
Wait, before Man City will Chelsea face next.
Cause no, let's not even look at the fixtures, but cause City are 2 points shy of Chelsea.
Newcastle
liko hapo. Newcastle liko 1 point, right?
Yeah.
So City clearly, they are showing the signs of, and they really have a good fixtures. January wako na fixtures poa sana. So I'm thinking probably before they play Chelsea, hiyo Chelsea yenye walikuwa wanasema Jan 25th watacheza na hiyo Chelsea wapigwe.
Mimi naona hivi kusema writing off Guardiola. Writing off Guardiola is a big mistake. Mimi hata wangeenda 15 games bila win. Me and still have them in
go on a winning runs. Watch, keep up, and unamsizi taka apate. Mbona kilikio na boys like Anderson wa Atalanta.
Ederson.
Even Bruno Guimaraes, if they get Bruno in January,
But
At the end of the day, City no matter how many problems they face, we all know it stands down to one player, one position that they need to fill.
Yes.
And if in January they get a player who is not as good as Rudy, but fills that position better
Yes.
than Kovacic,
Yes.
City are still
City are back.
if targets work, Ederson has been making the waves. Zubimendi, we don't know. Zubimendi, niliona watu wa Liverpool mkiambia mwachae kwa selfish. Wanaita, you're calling out Real Madrid for wanting your boyhood player, but when Zubimendi rejected you, he stayed in his boyhood club.
It was not the reasons. The reasons are the problem.
Hakuna reasons he chose his club.
Yeah, boyhood child.
So he said he likes the food and the mountains.
Ndio. Kwani si ni club yake si amekuwa huko hizo mountains.
He doesn't love how scouts speak.
He knows.
All right, guys.
City are back.
City could be back.
And watch that space. Nakwambia nini?
I'm not still fully on them.
I'm also not. I don't think City are back. They're just having good
You
fixtures.
see that
Then again,
the midfield.
Yeah.
If they get some mid teams, they will definitely be there.
Obviously.
so guys, I think it's a wrap for this time. Cristiano, thanks for coming through. We're always here on Sundays. Today we are watching Chelsea. We're watching Man United play Liverpool.
Next Sunday is the big one. Arsenal, Man United.
Yes, sir.
The Fanta Derby.
So guys, see you later. This is the alternate channel.
Adios.